Hi, I'm Amber from Influencer Updates on Instagram and TikTok, and tonight, as always, I'm answering your anonymous questions. They were sent in earlier to the link on my story. First question is, do you think Skye Wheatley will address her relationship rumours? So obviously there's been a lot of, I suppose, rumours about her and Lockie breaking up. I think that they're not rumours at this point. I think that it has definitely happened. She's shown that she is staying in Melbourne with a friend. She's also currently holidaying with her kids. Lockie has shown himself doing tours of the house and burning possessions, maybe empty boxes. We don't really know what he was burning. I agree with Outspoken, the podcast, that the footage was unsettling, as they called it. I noticed in their comments, they got a bit of criticism for using the word unsettling, but I agree that it was unsettling. I was like, he's clearly drunk and behaving erratically. But as for whether Skye will address it, I don't think so. I imagine that she's going through a lot herself and she's not really sure exactly how it's going to work in terms of their house and their children and the future. So I don't imagine she'll talk about that until she knows what's going on. Angry Dad and Sharon seem to be back together, this person is saying. I don't agree. I think that they've been broken up for at least a few months at this point. I think that they are putting on like a united front, or like pretending to sort of, well, at least maybe they are civil, but I think that they're still being family, if that makes sense. Like they understand that they are family and that they've got all their family and they both want to be involved with all their family. They're not going to say bad things about each other to their family. So I think that that's where their relationship would be at the moment. That's the vibe I get. But yeah, I don't even think they're living together. I think that they, might be living separately. And maybe, I think Sharon, I don't know, she did say that they moved into a new house and she said that he had moved in as well, but I don't believe he is living there because they never show content together. But yes, watch this space on that one. Okay. Did you see Henny Moody's alleged toxic ex, Harpoon, was a DJ at Lauren Simpson's recent birthday? No, I didn't see that, but I'm wondering now, having read this, if that is part of the reason why Henny Moody and Lauren Simpson are no longer friends. Maybe Lauren took the ex's side, so Harpoon's side, or maybe Lauren's husband is friends with Harpoon and that has come before Lauren's friendship with Henny. I don't know, but they've never spoken as to the reason why they are no longer friends, but it happened shortly after Lauren had her baby. This person saying Rhyce Power and his wife Taylor don't seem to be together anymore. They never post together. Okay, I haven't heard this one until now, but I know that they have had a few hiccups in the past. There was a stage where he deleted all evidence of her from his Instagram page, because I remember at the time somebody messaged me pretty much straight away after it had happened, and I ended up posting it and he messaged me. I don't know if he's a subscriber or if someone sent it to him, and he was like, geez, people are fast. I've literally just deleted those photos. And I was like, so what's the go? You broke it up? He's like, nah, I was just stirring her up or something. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I think that sometimes they are a bit hot and cold with each other. They may not have broken up, but again, on that one, watch this space. I wish that it was compulsory that influencers had to announce their relationship status. I want to know, are you on or you're off? It'd make my life a lot easier, but it would also make it a lot more boring. It actually sounds really sick, doesn't it? That it's kind of fun speculating whether people have broken up or not. We obviously don't want them to break up, but yeah, the mystery is intriguing. I think that's a better way to describe it. This person is saying, do you think Laura Henshaw will struggle as a mum? She is intellectual, however, she seems to have no idea about basic living. Do you think it will be a power struggle between her and her husband about who will be the primary carer? Yes, I think that she will probably struggle as a mum in the same way that most people struggle with being a first-time mum. I think that nothing can prepare you for the commitment of having a baby. It is a 24-hour commitment. The feeding being every 3 hours, 24 hours a day, you cannot imagine that until you experience it, and it is full on. And I imagine they have made it very clear that they both want to continue to run their businesses and they want to be 50-50 in terms of the primary carer, but realistically that doesn't happen. It always does fall on one person or the other. So I think that is going to be hard for them to be running their businesses with a newborn, but also I'm sure they'll make it work in the same way that everyone does. So yeah, it'd be good to see. And it's an interesting dynamic. It's something that isn't overly common with influencers. Like, it's the same with like Georgie Stevenson and Steph Claire Smith. No, it's not the same as them, sorry. Like, they're both the main income earner, and then their partners have become like the stay-at-home primary carer. Whereas, yeah, in Laura's case, both of them are saying they want to do it 50-50 and they both want to continue to run their businesses. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see that dynamic because it is different. Next question is, why do you think so many people dislike Steph Claire Smith? I see quite a lot of hate about her. I think that people don't like the self-absorption of Steph Claire Smith. Like, she is very self-absorbed, as are most influencers, because you kind of have to be like, their job is to promote themselves. They are their own brand. They need to care enough about themselves to think that everybody's caring about them and what they post. And we do care about what they post. Like, I'm not saying they're wrong, but there needs to be a certain level of narcissism with influencers to post about themselves constantly. And I think that with Steph, she often posts about her bum. I don't know if anyone was expecting me to say that, but yeah, like, somebody wrote something in here about her bum actually. But yeah, and I've noticed even like on people's birthdays, she'll often post photos of herself for her friends' birthdays, just things like that. I think that bothers people, but that doesn't mean she's a bad person. It's just like that self-absorption that I think rubs people up the wrong way sometimes. And just how like there was a time where she was talking about sleep a lot and she was complaining a lot, and people were saying she shouldn't complain. Like, does she not realize that she's not even the primary carer? Like, she just gets to go to work all day. And imagine having $32 million, because that's what AFR estimated as her net worth. Imagine having $32 million and complaining that your child woke up at 6 a.m. Like, that's actually a really good night's sleep. Like, just things like that. I think that's what rubs people up the wrong way. The self-absorption and the amount of complaints. This person wrote, Bella Messina accidentally posted a photo of her boyfriend on stories on grand final day and did a dirty delete. Oh, that really sucks. Maybe she was meant to post that to her subscribers, because she does often post him in there. I do subscribe, but I don't know if she's ever posted a photo, like a full photo of his face, but she definitely does show him on there and talks a lot about him on there. But yeah, that sucks. So she would have just had that sinking feeling like, oh no, I shouldn't have posted that. Does anyone know why Ellie Watson is selling her home? I thought they were building and talking about it like it was a forever home. This one has shocked me, as well as I posted it to subscribers and got so many DMs about it. So yeah, Ellie Watson is selling her house. She bought it for, I think it was like $1.65 million. No, I'm getting confused with Rachel Finch's house. Okay, Ellie Watson, I can't remember, but she bought it a few years ago. It's land, like it's acreage in the Gold Coast, but like a bit out. And it had this big house on it, and she tore down the house and built this absolutely amazing dream house resort with a pool and everything. And yeah, she was implying that it was going to be her forever home, and it is now currently for sale. But weirdly, it's not on realestate.com, unless I just couldn't find it. But yeah, it was listed with this like AIMA luxury retail group or something, and she's in the ad, so it's definitely her house. You can visually see that it's her house. Her whole family are in the ad for the house, and yeah, she's selling it. So I don't know if maybe she's going to move to Bali like her sister, or maybe they just realize there's a lot of profit to be made and they thought, let's just sell it and then we can rebuild and start again. I don't know the reasons for this sale, but yeah, that is a bit of hot goss, I suppose. What have we got here? Sorry, my daughter wants to say good night. Good night, my love. Love you. All right. Why did it start early? Just due to popular demand, that one is. Oh, some people are saying they don't like the time. Oh, okay, well, I might have to do a poll and see what people want. Yeah, true. You can always watch me on the platforms afterwards. Okay, what's this one saying? Have you noticed, for somebody who claims they don't do a lot of influencing and just focus on She Rises and Hideaway, Ashy Bines is doing a whole lot of ads of late for activewear and tanning? True, actually. She has been advertising an activewear brand. I'd say that that's probably an easy way for her to make a fair bit of money, and that would be it. Because, yeah, like Hideaway, I imagine she doesn't get paid as such. Like, she would be doing a lot of the marketing and stuff, but a lot of the money made from that business would go into growing it. They are definitely in their growth phase in terms of upsizing, warehousing, and they've now got a 3PL warehouse and things. The She Rises podcast, very much in the growth phase. So yeah, I'd say that the influencing thing is just like her bread and butter sort of money. Oh, sorry, my stand has gone a bit funny. There we go. What else have we got? All right. Shani Grimmond coming on my FYP lately. Is she making a comeback? Yeah, I don't think so. So Shani Grimmond obviously used to be a huge influencer. She did post something today about... What did she post? I can't remember, but I don't think she's making a comeback. I think she's made it pretty clear that she just likes her quiet life offline, and she used to experience a lot of anxiety from being online. I noticed that she used to always be sick as well. And I'm wondering if that was to do with like the stress of being online. I don't know if maybe she's still always sick, but hopefully not. But yeah, I don't think she's going to be making a comeback anyway, anytime soon. This person saying, does anyone else think Ashy Bines needs therapy? She morphs into whoever she is best friends with. She doesn't have a single thought of her own. She does have a lot of therapy. So Ashy Bines is very open about having like therapy and couples counselling, and she goes to like all these mindset courses and things. So yeah, you'd think that she would be a very self-aware person. But yeah, I do agree that she does seem to morph into who her friends are, but I don't know. Maybe that is just what she likes to do. I don't know what the motive is behind that. Bella Clinton, I get asked this all the time. So what does she do for work? She said on Happy Hour Pod that she isn't a sugar baby, but she definitely seems like one. I believe I looked up her LinkedIn one time, and she does, would it be marketing work or something? And she does it online. So I guess that's something that she can travel and continue to do. But yeah, I'm not positive what the answer is to that one. All right, where are some topics that are like current? I don't think anyone sent this in, but why has nobody sent in anything about Mikaela Testa and Emilee Hembrow? That has been a huge story this week. So Mikaela Testa, out of nowhere, she came on to her TikTok and posted a video saying that she was at Outback Steakhouse on the Gold Coast during the week, and Emilee Hembrow was yelling out to her, babe, hey babe, and they have beef with each other because Mikaela Testa has said online before that she sleeps with a knife next to her bed because she is scared of what Emilee Hembrow's husband might do to her if the rumours are true. She didn't say what the rumours were, but yeah, I mean, I better not say what the rumours are. But anyway, whatever the rumours are, that is what Mikaela posted. And Emilee was saying that she was going to serve Mikaela with legal papers for saying that because it's defamatory. And then she couldn't because Mikaela left the country, and then Mikaela has now returned to the country. And apparently Emilee's husband, Emra, was at the Outback Steakhouse as well, and saying to Mikaela that they don't have enough to be able to serve her with the legal papers, that there's not enough defamation or whatever. And Mikaela got on her stories and was like, you know, Emra is actually a really nice man and I'm no longer scared of him. And I don't know if it sounded forced, like she was forced to say that in order not to be served the legal papers anymore. But she was also saying that Emilee is delusional about her brother Henry and won't admit that he is a domestic violence perpetrator, even though he's been to jail for a year for it. But then Emilee commented saying, of course she understands that her brother did that and he went to jail for it. She's not denying that. And yeah, it's just been this ongoing beef. And I mean, I think that's the end of it so far. But yeah, that one might come back up again. But yeah, I thought that was really big news. Don't know. This person's saying, why is there a sudden push to visit the Northern Territory? It seems like every influencer is going there at the moment. I would say that is because the Northern Territory tourism people have put a lot of money into these influencer trips to advertise tourism to the region. And influencers must think, yeah, that sounds like a really good trip. I want to go on that. And they obviously learn a lot and they share awareness for the culture and everything. So it's really good content and really good marketing. This person saying, did you see the interview with Aussie mum vlogger about her daughter with the cleft lip? Why did they not have surgery for her? Yes, I did see that. So that was on ABC Radio, and Keiara Keiara, her name is. She was there with her daughter on the radio, and they were talking about how she was born with a cleft lip. I didn't get to the bit where they didn't have surgery for her. I wasn't aware that she hasn't had surgery, but as for why not, maybe she didn't need it, but I don't know the answer to that one. But yeah, I thought that was really good that she's on the radio raising awareness for that, and she was also raising awareness for a charity, which I can't remember what the name was, like Smile, Universal Smiles or something. So yeah, that was good. Oh, this person's just written about Emilee Hembrow. Okay, so it was in here. Oh, thoughts on the very blatant favoritism of the Kearnses with their boys. The middle child is clearly their favourite. Haven't noticed that one. That's a funny one. Okay, sorry. I'm just going to catch up on the screen questions. Oh, Lucy Kate Jackson saying, Amber, you've got to come on stage at our show and roast us. Whoa, I am going to her show, and I did get front row tickets, which I paid for with my own money, and I got the text and I hit click straight away and I got literally front row tickets. So excited. As for roasting her on stage, my gosh, I don't even know what I would say. I'm not really good at roasting people. I just like everyone too much. But yeah, maybe we could think of something that could be fun. Also, speaking of live shows, I was saying a few weeks ago I don't have tickets to the Darling Shine live show because when they went on sale, Darling Shine podcast wasn't something I listened to a lot, and now it is, and I really wish that I was going to the show. And someone messaged me tonight. I actually can't even believe this. And they said that they have a spare ticket and they don't have anyone that they know that would love to go. And would I love to go with them? And I was like, yes, I would absolutely love to go with you. So yeah, I think I'm going to the Darling Shine live show, which is the 18th of November in Melbourne, but it is sold out. And yeah, I'm super excited for that one, as well as the Happy Hour live show, but that one's the 18th of December. So they're exactly a month apart. And they're both at the Melbourne Town Hall, interestingly. Oh, someone here saying, is Michael Finch really straight now, or his video is just about his girlfriend just for lols? I imagine that he's just making jokes about his sexuality, which is kind of weird in 2025. But yeah, I don't think Michael Finch is straight. Oh yeah, what's your take on Stats closing some of their stores and their comment in an article saying they were worried how they were going to pay the rent? I didn't see that they were worried about paying the rent, but yeah, they've closed a few more of their stores now, and they've only got 2 left, which I believe are both in Sydney. And they were saying that, you know, they that the stores have taken a lot of their focus from the brand and the online element of their brand, and, you know, this big positive story, which is what all brands do when things like this happen. But I think that they're just not as popular as they used to be. I definitely think that there's a resurgence coming though. Like the way they talk, they feel like it feels like they're going to like do something big coming soon, I feel like. But yeah, I definitely don't see them as much as I used to. What else have we got? People are loving that Lucy's here. Do we think that Emilee Hembrow will come out with a video in response to Mikaela Testa? Nope, I don't. I think that the Hembrows love to stay away from controversy. I'm even surprised that she was commenting on the TikTok video saying like her side of the story of what happened. But yeah, that was surprising to me, and I don't think they'll speak about it. This person saying, did you hear Michael Finch say 7 people broke into his home wearing balaclavas while he was away in Thailand? No, that is absolutely horrendous. Horrible, but Michael Finch has blocked me on all platforms. It's so sad. And then he unblocked me one time and was talking to me and just like laughing. And then he's like, okay, sorry, I'm going to block you again. And then blocked me again. So sad. Apparently she's deleting comments about the whole Mikaela Testa thing. Oh, a lot of influencers from Australia are doing Dubai trips to the Atlantis too. I haven't noticed that, but I've noticed a few are moving there, like Pia Millenbeck. She now lives there. And I've noticed, I got served an ad on Instagram, and she's now selling online courses of how to like build your personal brand, like your influencer brand. I've never seen her actually talk about that. It's just that I got the ad, but that must be some sort of income that she's trying to derive, which would make a lot of sense because she is a travel vlogger. So it's kind of hard for her to run a product business. I know she used to have Slinky bikinis, but how does she run that when she's never in the one spot? So I think that online courses would be a good thing for her. As for the Atlantis, I have stayed there years ago and it was as incredible as it looks. Actually, even more incredible. these people are saying that Aussie mum vlogger, her daughter has had surgeries. She just had to wait for a certain age for another surgery inside her mouth. Yep. Are Sammy and Sean still together? She's deleted all her pictures of him. No, Sammy. I can't keep up with her relationships. I think that, yeah, she was back with one of her exes, Sean, I think. And yeah, maybe they have broken up. That's not good. I just love Sammy Robinson. I just find her so interesting. These people are saying that maybe stacks grew too quickly. Yeah, that is definitely possible. All right, Tori DeJong did a live last week on TikTok and said Skye and Lockie are still together. I think that a lot of has changed since last week, if that is the case. This person saying, my family eats is now disclosing how much income she earns each month. I can't believe September's amount on Instagram. Yes, I have been keeping up with this. I do follow her. Her name is Cassie. Her Instagram is My Family Eats. And yeah, she earns mega bucks on Instagram. So she has a full-time job of which she was bringing home. It's a bit confusing because she says some of the amounts in net, which is take home, and then some of the amounts in gross, which is before tax. But yeah, I think she was saying she earns like, you know, $7,000 or $8,000 a month take home. I think it was $7,000 from her full-time job. And then she maybe was making like $1,700 a month from her links, like the affiliate links. And then she was making like $17,000 a month or something from Instagram. And that is on top of her full-time job, which is just huge money. And then she also has an online business selling lunch boxes, I think, and she didn't include that. And she also has Instagram subscription, and she didn't include that. So she is making a lot of money in a lot of different ways, and she's very open about it. She talks about how her and her husband split their finances because they both have children from previous relationships. And yeah, then she also says like how much she spends on her holidays, and she talks about how they're paying off the mortgage with one wage and doing this and that, and she's going to go back to uni and study psychology. I find her very interesting to follow, and I think a lot of people would enjoy her. Is Brooke Blurton high maintenance? She seems to fall out with a lot of people often. Abby, Maddie, romances burn quickly too, all in, and then it crashes quickly. I don't know if she's high maintenance, but yes, I do agree she does seem to have a lot of relationships that have burnt quickly. Yeah, I did talk about that a lot more in depth last week when I talked about her and Maddie's falling out. That's her podcast co-host. What else have we got here? Apparently I never answer hard-hitting questions. Why is that? Are you afraid of being cancelled? I don't agree with that. I think that I do answer the hard-hitting questions, and I try to obviously keep the questions relevant to like what's happened in the week. As I said before, like I'm trying to find relevant questions. But yeah, I did say a few weeks ago when I was talking about something, I said, oh great, I'm probably going to be cancelled over this. But like, yeah, I don't not say things because I've been cancelled. I also try to keep my account positive because I don't want my account to be like a trolling account and bring people down. I want it to be like a fun account to follow, and that you come to my account and you see stuff and you feel good about influencers and you find them entertaining, not that you hate them, if that makes sense. Has Renee May moved house? It looks like she has been living in a different house. Yes, she has moved house. She hasn't explained why, but she definitely has moved house, and she's no longer living in the house that she was living in with her husband. I think they were married, but yeah, she's no longer living in that house. Oh yeah, more about Stacks closing down shops. Oh, new podcast coming out, Rosalia Russian and Lana Wilkinson, thoughts. I mean, I can definitely see why they're doing it. I'm thinking like they're friends with like Beck Judd and Jessie. Always forget her name. Robertson. I think it's Jessie Robinson. I'm pretty sure they're friends with them, and they would be seeing how successful Beck Judd's podcast is, and they've now renewed it for a second season. And I think that they're like, well, let's join them. If you can't beat them, join them. And that's what friends do. Like, you know, like you inspire each other and you help each other. So yeah, hopefully they're all helping each other, and I think it's great. And I think that they will probably have the exact same audience as Beck Judd's podcast. I personally don't listen to it because I don't want to hear people talk about beauty treatments and surgery and stuff. I just don't like to absorb that content. But yeah, I think that it is definitely very popular content. This person is saying Paul Versace is back on the fashion scene, styling a lot of ladies for the Brownlow and the collab with Bianca and Bridget. Yes, he is. He's still super, super popular. Olivia Molly Rogers was not at the Bianca and Bridget party because obviously she is no longer friends with Paul Versace and he was collaborating on that event. This person saying, Life Uncut Pod said we'd know straight away when Laura had the baby, yet didn't tell fans for days, leading everyone to worry that something had happened. Oh, I didn't realise people were worried. I did get a lot of messages. There was something in the Facebook group, the Life Uncut Facebook group, where Maddie had said that she'd had the baby and everything had gone well and just letting everyone know and we'll update you later. And obviously I didn't post that at the time because, I mean, that's not the update we're looking for. We wanted like the proper update and yeah, then we got that. I didn't realise that people were worried that something had happened though. This person's saying, whatever happened to Justin McKeon? Tani Ray seems to be sole parenting. He is no longer on the scene. Yep, that's the answer. She is sole parenting and he is no longer on the scene. She has mentioned some things about that. Interestingly, someone else has written in here. I did read it before. They said, like, what's the juiciest thing someone's ever sent you that they asked you not to share? And I mean, it's probably not this, but at one point recently, Justin McKeon messaged me and he said, I have some exclusive news that you would want to share. I've just got to talk to some people and then I'll let you know. And I said to him, I was like, just before you share it with me, understand that you now have a child with somebody and you've got this court case going on. Just be careful before you share this with me, because if you do share it with me and ask me to post it, I will post it, but I don't want you getting in trouble. And then he didn't message it to me. And I don't know if that's because he was like, oh shit, she doesn't want to hear it. Or if he was like, yeah, she's right. Like, I probably shouldn't be stirring the pot with this stuff. So I don't know what he was going to say, but I was like, I'd rather not know, because if I know, it's really hard for me to not share. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a bit of info that I'm sitting on. And now it's out there in the public. Alyssa Jane is becoming painful to watch. All her Fiji videos are cringe. Why? I feel like a lot of people are saying this. A lot of people have been complaining that she just posts so many ads. But, I mean, I think she's just making hay while the sun shines. Like, she's about to have her third child and she's a very popular influencer and lots of brands want to work with her. As for the cringeness level, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I know that there was a bit of cringe factor when she posted her video telling her husband she was pregnant, or maybe it was a gender reveal, and she filmed him like coming into the bedroom and then she was like cuddling him and stuff, and she was saying that it was a surprise reaction or something, but you could see he had his sunnies on or on his head or something, and you could see the ring light. So like obviously when he walks in and sees a ring light set up, he knows that he's being filmed. So his reaction, whilst it may have been the very first time he'd heard that news, it's not that genuine. It would be very like it would be performative knowing that he's being filmed. But yeah, it was quite funny, I thought. Sorry, I'll catch up on the screen. Oh wow, there's a lot that's come through. Oh, people are saying that they think that the flaunting of their wealth has led to a bit of decline for Stacks. Yeah, interesting. And that Matilda is always linking luxury items and showing off bags. Well, she is one of the richest people in Australia. She does make the AFR, like she's right up the top of those AFR rich lists, her and her husband. Stacks' explosion was around lockdown, when all we were wearing was activewear and many people had more disposable income with cost of living increase. They do not. Yeah, that's also true. Geez, they must still be very popular, because every time I talk about them, I do get a lot of comments. So, yeah. People saying they had to unfollow Matilda because of the flaunting of the wealth. When will you upload this to Spotify? Either tonight or tomorrow. Whoa, somebody said that there was an $11,000 handbag from The Row that she was showing off. Very expensive. Okay, yes, Beck Judd's co-host is Jessie Roberts. Pam, hello Pam, she's saying positive vibes only. Yes, that's what I try to be, positive vibes only. Obviously, sometimes I do slip up a bit, but that's okay. Any goss about Nicole and Keith Urban? No goss. Apparently he was singing live and changed the lyrics to a song that was about her, and that's rubbed people up the wrong way. Rightly so. He doesn't need to be speaking badly about his ex-wife. I'm not exactly sure what he said, though. Is it true about Charlie XCX? So, yeah, Taylor Swift has released a song that's like a diss song to Charlie XCX. I haven't listened to it. I'm going to the movies tomorrow night to watch the whole visual album. So I'm not listening to a single Taylor Swift song today. I did see on YouTube, though, there's one with Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm so excited for that one. Venezuela Fury is engaged. Yes, I haven't posted anything about that because she is British, not Australian, but Outspoken, the podcast, they did cover it. I love all those UK things like Molly May and Tommy Fury and the whole extended family. Molly May opened a new Maybe office in, I guess, Manchester this week, and I don't know, I find the design so boring. Everything's just very like cream and beige, and she's like super happy with it, of course, but I just think it's so boring. Like, I'm just really, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, I guess that is the aesthetic that she would go for. She's posted videos on her Molly Mason account, by the way. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on the Daily Mail exposing Fashion Critical's identity? I think it doesn't matter. Like, I think that the way Fashion Critical dealt with it was amazing. Like, she said that they had approached her for comment and they were going to be posting her true identity the next day behind a paywall. And I really liked how she explained that. She explained it as in, like, Barry Humphries was not Dame Edna. And I get what she's saying. Like, Barry Humphries was the actor who played Dame Edna. But she's saying it's like an alter ego. Like, Barry Humphries and Dame Edna are two different characters, two different people, alter ego. And she's saying that, like, she is not Fashion Critical. Fashion Critical is her alter ego. It's the character she plays. And I was like, yeah, I love that. And she was saying part of the appeal of her account is that we don't know who's behind Fashion Critical. So I think that she's definitely going to continue not to show her face. And it was revealed that I won't say the name just in case people don't want it ruined, but she is a famous PR person. People obviously know who she is because she works in the media. She interviews people on red carpets and stuff now. Like, her account has blown up huge. And I've noticed, like, Olivia White and Tanya Hennessy, like, they post pictures with her and block out her face. Like, people definitely know who she is. But I don't think it wrecks anything. Like, it really doesn't matter who she is. It's still a really great account to follow and doesn't change the way she's going to be commentating things. Oh, I'm being told I have really good skin again. Thank you, because I changed cleanser. I was saying the other day my Tribe cleanser is running out and Tribe skincare doesn't exist anymore. It's now Sen skincare, and they've reformulated the cleanser, which I have not tried. But I tried one of those new ones. It's not like it's like QV or Cetaphil or something. I think it's Cetaphil, and I'm not loving it. I feel like it's just not the same as Tribe. So I'm glad that my skin still looks decent. Yes, next week we can discuss Taylor Swift songs because I haven't listened yet. Saint Sage on your face tonight, Amber. No, I use that one in the morning. I love it's like hydrating peptide serum or something. I use that one in the morning. A few of their products have sodium hydroxide in them, which most skincare does. It's like a pH balancer, but unfortunately that ingredient breaks out my skin, so I can't use their cleanser. Because I really wanted to use the Saint Sage cleanser, but anyway, can't use that, but do love the serum. All right, I'll wrap it up in a few minutes. Oh yeah, what was the deal with Spanion and his wife? So I'm not familiar with these people, but there is an influencer, or there's an account called Spanion. And in the last few days, his wife posted saying that she can't believe she never knew her real husband and she's absolutely shocked by what she's heard or something. And then the next day she posted saying, oh, I've made a mistake. Somebody was telling me that they have a baby to him that was born around the same time as our son, and they sent me ultrasound videos and screenshots of everything, but turns out it was all made up. And everyone is thinking, whoa, like, firstly, whoa, to explain all this and air all this dirty laundry, even though it's not true, potentially. And secondly, maybe it is true and she's being duped by her husband, denying it. And yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing. We're not sure what's going on, but that's all we know at this point. And it is a pretty crazy story. This person is saying, G Bungalow loves her clickbait daycare TikToks, but blocks anyone with differing opinions. I haven't seen her daycare TikToks, I don't think, but I do like following her. I know that she's releasing a clothing brand soon called By G. Her name is Royshin? I think it's Royshin. I think her name's Royshin. And yes, she's releasing a kids brand. I really like that she is still a mum TikToker but doesn't show her children. And yeah, I'm going to have to look into these clickbait daycare TikToks. They sound interesting. I love clickbait. Do you know anything about Matt Zukowski's friends warning Bailey Smith about Tammy? No, I don't. I mean, I've got different DMs over the last few months from people alleging to know Matt or be friends and family and stuff with him. And I don't know, there's a lot of different rumours flying around, but neither of them have confirmed the reason for their breakup. Is there ever one reason why people break up? I'm not really sure, but I really wish that they would tell us more. That's all I can say. As for Bailey and Tammy, I was told that it hasn't cooled off by my source that is close to Tammy. So yeah, maybe we're going to be seeing them back on shortly. That would be really good because I was really finding that relationship very entertaining. This person is saying Brock and Elodie seem like they are in it for real. I do agree. She hasn't hard launched him yet, but I think it's only a matter of time. So Brock Wadsworth is his name. And yeah, they have been dating for a few months now. So that's really great for her. Abby Chatfield being sued for defamation by an ex-friend. Okay. I don't know what that is. This person can't work out who is fashion critical. If you do want to know, message me and I'll let you know. But yeah, I just don't want to ruin it for people, you know. People are talking about their favourite Taylor Swift songs. All right. Oh, it's been 40 minutes. So, I've only got a few questions to go. Oh, there's a lot about Elodie. Oh, there's a few about Ellie Watson and then Elodie Pullen. That's confusing. Oh, yep, Ellie selling her house. Ashy Bines' face is looking a lot different lately, apparently. Influencers that are constantly shopping and posting hauls, it all seems so repetitive. I do agree, and I laugh when they post try-on hauls and everything is fresh out of the bag, nothing is ironed, and then they say how everything looks so great, and I think that does not fit you properly. They don't even care. They've just been sent these clothes and then they have to do the try-on haul. And yeah, I just think some of the clothes just fit so poorly. But anyway, in real life, you'd send it back, or maybe you'd just not send it back and waste your money. But I suppose you can't send it back when it's sent to you for free, can you? This person saying, I saw Chloe Zepp out with her son and friends today by the beach. She looked happy and in her element. Do you think she'll start up a new business in the future? Yeah, probably. I think that once people start businesses, it's something that they really enjoy doing. And she has started a lot of businesses over the years and sold a few and closed down a few. And I definitely think that she's got that entrepreneur sort of itch inside her and that she'll probably start something, surely something child related. She seems to really love nature and natural alternatives to things and children. And yeah, that would really suit her, I think. I suppose she had that app. I can't remember what it was called, and I think that really suited her. But yeah, she sold that. What's happening with Tammy? Her hair looks terrible, and she looks so tired and hungover all the time. She looked amazing a few weeks ago. I haven't noticed that in recent weeks, but I mean, probably just mum life. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in particular. She did also just go away recently for the grand final weekend. But yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. Kayla Poulter's new girlfriend looks like Sam Guggenheimer. She said in her pod that she doesn't care, but clearly she does. Yes, I think that Sam Guggenheimer is very rattled by the fact that her ex-boyfriend Kayla Poulter has a new girlfriend. Her name is Bridie. And yes, she looks a lot like Sam Guggenheimer. When I first saw her, I thought, whoa, she looks like Olivia Molly-Rogers. But then I've noticed a lot of people often say Olivia Molly-Rogers and Sam Guggenheimer look similar. So yeah, Caleb clearly has a type. She's also got about 15,000 followers, so maybe she's an up-and-coming influencer. Are Sam and Izzy skipping episodes together? They've only done one. Yeah, I think that they're not going to do the episodes together. I think that they are drifting apart, and eventually they'll probably have their own separate podcasts. Liddy and Chloe's Flat podcast. Did you listen? What's the deal? I don't know. I did not listen to that. Have to look at that one later. Sensory Overload podcast host. Who is he and how does he get big guests? Oh, why can't I remember this off the top of my head? He's obviously very famous. He's very famous on TikTok, and he's friends with like Sam Guggenheimer and things. I think he was friends with Sofa. Is someone saying the name here? Nope. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I think that's how he's just well networked in the influencer space, and that is how he gets such big guests on his podcast. Any news? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I've addressed everything. Oh, this is the bum comment about Steph Claire Smith. Steph Claire Smith posting her bum saying Harvey took the photos. She is regularly associating her bum with her son. It is so bizarre and attention-seeking. That is bizarre and attention-seeking, I agree. But I mean, obviously she has a great-looking bum, but it's just pretty random to include that with stuff about Harvey. All right, that is all the questions. Bill Barker, that's the person who hosts the Sensory Overload podcast, of course. All right. Okay, well, thanks all for joining me at the new time. I hope that you liked it better. I might do a poll and see what people are thinking, but I find 8:30 very late because by this time of night I am wrecked. And then it also means I get to bed really late. But anyway, I'll do whatever the people want me to do. If I didn't get to your question, please send me a DM and we can talk about it there. And thanks all for joining, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.